This video contains second part of single or output costing in the 5th chapter named, Single or Output Costing in the textbook Cost Accounting. It contains 7 illustrations. This is more suitable for B.Com, B.B.A, M.Com and M.B.A of all universities of India and foreign countries. It is suggested to study through laptop. Presented by Dr.M.Wilson. Chapter 5. Single or Output Costing. Single or output costing is a method of costing adopted by the concerns which produce a single product. The single article may be in 2 or 3 grades. The total cost of production for these type of articles will be uniform for all the units produced in a period. Hence, the cost per unit of the product can be known by dividing the total cost by the number of units produced in a period. Examples of concerns which produce single product are brick kiln, mines, quarries, collieries, flour mills, cement factories, sugar factories, etc. The cost unit in single or output costing depends on the nature of the business. It may be ton, kgm, number of units, etc. Already in the previous video named, Single or Output Costing Part 1, 5 illustrations are explained. In this video 7 illustrations 6 to 12 are presented. Illustration 6. The costing information of AN Limited shows the following information for the month of August 2025. The details are presented here. Solution. Since direct material purchased is not given, it should be calculated on the following basis. Cost sheet of N Limited for the month of August 2025 is presented here. Illustration 7. The following are the costing information related to Joyce & Co. Limited for 3 months ending the 31st of March 2025. The details are presented here. Solution. Statement of cost for 3 months ending the 31st of March 2025 is presented here. Workings are presented here. Illustration 8. A manufacturing company provides the following information for the month the 30th of June 2025. The details are presented here. Solution. Statement of cost for the month June 2025 is presented here. Calculations of estimated costs are presented here. Estimated statement of cost for the month of July 2025 is presented here. Illustration 9. Calculate selling price per unit from the following costing information. The details are presented here. Solution. Statement of cost is presented here. Selling price per unit is calculated here. Wastage, scrap and spoilage. It is natural to get wastage, scrap or spoilage during the production. Strict control measures may reduce this kind of losses. It could not be prevented completely. Hence, it will be adjusted in the cost of production. If these losses do not realize anything, then it will inflate the cost per unit. The method of treatment is to reduce the units lost and calculate the cost per unit by taking into account of the number of actual units produced. If these losses realize any value, then reduce it from the total cost of production and calculate the cost per unit by taking into account of the good units produced. The defective units will be deducted from the total units produced, to calculate the cost of good units produced. If the realized value is due to sale of scrap, it will be deducted from the direct material consumed. If the realized value is due to sale of defective product, it may be deducted from the total cost of production or cost of sales, or it may be added with the sales without deducting from the cost. Illustration 10. A manufacturing company is providing the following information from the costing books and accounts for 3 months ending the 30th of June 2025. The details are presented here. Solution. Statement of cost for 3 months ending the 30th of June 2025 are presented here. Illustration 11. The following information are provided by a manufacturing company related to the production of 1000 kgms of a product. The details are presented here. Solution is presented here. Selling price per unit is calculated here. Production account. Production account is the presentation of cost sheet in T form. Left side of the T form is called debit side and right side is called the credit side. Expenses of every stages of production are debited and the sales is credited in the account. Prime cost, works cost, cost of production and cost of sales are respectively shown in the production account. Illustration 12. Prepare a production account from the following information for XYZ & Co. Limited for the year ending the 31st of March 2025. The details are presented here. Production account of XYZ & Co. Limited as on the 31st of March 2025 is presented here. Exercises are 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 presented here.